El Faro de los Animales is a nonprofit organization of committed volunteers who have dedicated themselves to saving the lives of suffering animals on the island.
What we're trying our best to do is move dogs out of Puerto Rico into the U.S., where we're able to find them homes very, very quickly. So it's all about the expense of transport and the time involved. But we have a couple of shelters in the U.S. we work very closely with that help us in taking in dogs when we get them up there.
El Faro is located in Humacao and houses around 100 dogs. El Faro is a no-kill shelter, one of the few on the island. The name El Faro de los Animales means animal lighthouse. Liza Arias, the executive director of El Faro, has become a superhero as well by opening her life to this emotional roller coaster.
It is hectic. I have been doing this job actually as the executive director for almost a year now. And it's hectic, it's very stressful, it takes an emotional toll on everybody. But it's also very rewarding. It's a 24/7 job, at least for me, because I love it so much. You've heard that when you love what you do, you don't work?
Want to give me a kiss? Yes. I am the kind of person that lets stray dogs, stray black people to kiss me.
I don't ever work. For me, it's the greatest. I just wish I can be there until I don't retire.
Are we hungry? Are we hungry? Look at you, you're slobbering all over. So, look at him, he's got no teeth.
It's the ambience and the fact that you actually can make a difference working here. We are a sanctuary. You guys know that means that everybody has a chance. We don't necessarily reject animals because of their skin condition, their issues of temperament or anything like that. So everybody has a chance here. So who wouldn't want to be part of that if you're an animal lover? So it is heartbreaking. Luckily in my job, I get to save pretty much all of them. I have to do very little choosing, very little. I can give most of them a chance.
That's great.
And I'm very grateful for that too.
While on her usual route feeding some stray dogs in the area, Liza found two lives that she would inevitably change forever. A black pit bull curled up in the shade. Only Liza could pick him out of the litter along the busy little road. No one knew if he was approachable. But Liza took the lunchtime scraps and headed over. It turns out he was nothing but a gentle giant. His face was like an open book, with scars and pus to show how tough his struggle had been.
Okay, well, be a good boy, okay?
There was no room in the van for such a big guy, so it was time to say goodbye.
We did go. Yeah. We fed them already.
The impact he left on Liza stuck with her for days. His name is Ferdinand.
You give her some lovings.
A 6-month-old puppy, full of demodex, a hereditary form of mange, was sitting in the entrance of a motel.
Should've got it straight from Mount Faro.
He didn't want the food. He just wanted to be saved. He was alone, sick, and in terrible pain.
He's in one.
Despite all of that, he was ecstatic to simply be acknowledged. When he saw the car pulling away, Lisa couldn't turn him down.
Put him in the cage. Yeah. So somebody needs to help me with Joseph. Okay. Baby. You can do it. Okay. You can do it. Yeah. Yeah. You're good. Good boy. Oh.
He'll be fine.
Okay, so
He'll be fine.
I'll take him, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with him tonight because he's all mangy. And then I'll set him up for you guys to take to the States.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes.
So you,
Yes.
So you need to think of a name.
His name is Bo.
I'll be here for like half a day tomorrow.
You're okay. You're okay.
Hi, my name is Jimmy. I'm a veterinary technician. This is my profession. I really, really like it. I enjoy it. It was either this or this or this. You know, I feel like there's a need for animals. You know, there's not many people, at least in here in Puerto Rico, that tend or care for them. And I like it. I come here every day, and I leave happy. I come happy. It's really good. It's satisfying. When you have a dog, you take in a dog that's sick, that's not healthy, and sometime later, like maybe, I don't know, a year or some months later, you get to see him go to a home full of energy, healthy, and you make the dog happy because you get him a home with tender, loving care, and the people that have him, they also have, tender, loving care from the dog. So that kind of feels, the heart. It makes you feel good when you go to bed that you did something nice for them and for yourself.
The main thing that I do here is not only do I come down and examine the animals, and what I've tried to do in order to try to help solve the problem is to try to get systems in place. So we worked a lot with management, with medical protocols, so how to vaccinate, when you vaccinate, what you vaccinate with, how to clean, how to also, just as importantly, how to take care of the animal's mental well-being. So how to walk them and give them toys and give them things to do. So we basically look at all the medical aspects of the animal.
Tomorrow's the big day. Jimmy, the staff, and volunteers are working together to prepare the pups for their freedom flight.
Basically, we make sure they've all been properly vetted. We use all the medical standards that have been set by the Association of Shelter Veterinarians in the United States and the American Veterinary Medical Association. So they all have, they're fully vaccinated. They've been checked for heartworm. They've been checked for external parasites, internal parasites. They have everything that you can imagine. Basically, they're complete physical exams. So everything from I usually just start from the nose. We look to make sure that they don't have any congenital abnormalities, anything that they were born with, any kind of infections, evidence of infectious disease. So we look for any discharge in the nose and the eyes. Make sure their lymph nodes are not enlarged. We check their skin. We check every single system in the body. Make sure that their body condition, if they're not too thin or they're not too fat, musculoskeletal, everything.
Hey, what are you doing? Move, wait.
Sorry, that's not part of physical exam. We still obviously recommend that they see a veterinarian as soon as they get home to establish a relationship and then be followed up, but they're actually ready to go. We photocopy all their medical records so that they go with the animals and the new owners know everything that has happened with that animal. And then 2 days before I usually come in and just kind of do the last minute physical exams that we need to, then another veterinarian or myself do another final physical exam before we do the travel certificate. And then the night before is when we give them all a little cocktail of goodies. We have a long ride to the airport, so we want to make sure that some of them can get car sick, so we give them anti-nausea medication. We give them medication that will also help in case they get diarrhea, and then we also give them, to some, we give just a little bit of it's not a sedative, it's anti-anxiety medication, because some of these guys have never ever been in a car, some of these guys have never ever been on a long car ride, and definitely not on a plane. So we want to make sure, and it's actually worked out excellent. It's been really, really great.
A little doggy stink goes a long way. That's why they're also getting scrubbed down one last time. Ken is running behavioral tests to make sure the dogs are fit to be in a home and that they have no forms of aggression.
I warned you. You know I don't play. You don't want to walk? Poor Callie.
Transports are exciting and will better the lives of a select group of Satos lucky enough to be found. But it is only a band-aid on this festering wound. It's easy to assume that there is no real fix. How do you even begin to control a stray population that is so large it can't even be accurately counted?
Spay and neuter is the answer.
Spay and neuter.
Spaying and neutering.
Spayed and neutered.
It's spay and neuter. They don't want to cause their dog pain. They don't know they're the cause of the problem. They just need to spay and neuter their dogs. They really do, because even people who have dogs here, it's a little different since the weather's nice. They let them outside to see each other, which is fine, but they're not spayed or neutered, so they just grow and grow and grow and grow.
Julie Sanaa is the president of Animal Lighthouse Rescue in New York City. They are the American arm of El Faro.
She's one of the many, many, many street dogs that we find here. They are purebreds. They are beautiful mixes. She's actually a mix, but she's hypoallergenic. People pay thousands of dollars, and there are millions of these dogs on the street here, and they never get adopted. They are just horribly abused and neglected, and these dogs, just once we bring them to the States, everyone wants them because how cute are they?
ALR partnered up because they also saw the beauty in the Sato spirit.
We all had worked with dogs for our whole lives, and we realized that there was something special happening here, and that the dogs that we were bringing out of here just had something about them that it's indescribable. But once you have a Sato in your home, you get it. It's heartbreaking. I mean, I cry. It doesn't get old. Every time I come here, there's some point where I lose it, because, there are stray dogs everywhere in the world, but Puerto Rico is a commonwealth of the United States. So I think there's a responsibility for us as people who live in the U.S. to help they say 250,000 to 500,000 stray dogs on the island. Beyond that, though, I think there's a human responsibility, because, we created these guys, and they're our creation to serve our emotions and our needs, and to let them just live and starve and die on the streets is
just one of the great injustices, I think, right now happening.
This human responsibility is definitely felt by a lot of Puerto Ricans who have been working tirelessly and often thanklessly to spark a change.